I'm Henrik, and I hope you're having a nice weekend. Well, maybe it's not weekend when you see this, but welcome back to the channel anyway. This is Grand Tactician, the Civil War, and we reached the end of October 29th. And we have a bit of a naval battle here. Well, actually a brownwater river battle. I'm trying out using Navy more in this campaign since I have very little experience with it. And as you can see here, I have gathered the Lake Pontchartrain squadron, and it's fighting Mississippi River squadron. We have 44 small ships with 179 guns. They only have 61 guns and 8 ships, but as you can see, they have 4 ironclads. They are in fairly good shape. This battle of the Tennessee River is right outside Cairo. I repaired all my small ships. These are all my steam riverine crafts. I have 1 timber-clad and 1 second rate. The rest are just crappy 3rd and 4th rates, and even the small tugboats with 2 cannons on them. So we're gonna go into this a bit more. We have 2 perks on Buchanan. What's his name? Buchanan's fleet. Those are starting perks from the campaign setup, because you have a lot of scripted units in the AOM overhaul mod that I'm playing. I don't know how good Commodore Andrew Foote is, but this is gonna be quality versus quantity, and I have no idea. I expect a lot of my ships are going to sink, and I think I've sunk. Well, they don't have all their ironclads left. Let's go into the game and see what happens. I hope you enjoyed the stream. So the Union has 4 ironclad river gunboats. That's it. They also have 2 third-rate steamers. We can take care of those because we have plenty of those. I'm just gonna scroll through here. This is one of my. It's a cotton-clad ram. It has iron armor. Well, why does it have iron armor? I thought it would have cotton armor. Anyway, as you can see, most of my ships are just regular tender gunboats. Wooden ships. Here's a bit of a different one. That's a steamship. Armor is timber. Yeah, that's my 1 timber clad. And you can see some USS ships that I've captured here. Gosh, these were all 100%, or at least above 90-95%, and they're already taking a lot of damage here. I guess I don't mind too much losing them, since that will allow me to lower my upkeep. So we have put the hurt on some of their 3rd rates, 4th rates, it seems, 30 and 35%, but we haven't. Well, I don't know how. This battle just started, and I don't know how well repaired these were. Maybe under fire. Okay, so engagement distance is close, and the combat width is 3. I don't know what that means. The number of ships that are able to engage simultaneously from each side. So it's very bad. They have 8 ships, and they can sit in 3, and it seems I can only fight with 3 ships at the same time as well. It seems to be a constant in river, but I fought a couple of river battles in this campaign, and it always seems to be a 3 combat width, which is not good when you have many bad ships. But the firepower is 24, and we have 103. Combined strength of all guns on all ships, taking into account combat readiness and penetration. Yeah, we're right. But these gunboats obviously have armor iron, with 17 guns on each. Okay, let's get kicking here and see what happens. Already low ammunition. Okay. Well, here's the thing. These names, there's so many different names, at least in my Confederate Navy here, but CSS is firing. So, okay, we are firing. I saw battles where only the USS Navy was firing, but at least I'm firing here now. we have like a 70% hit chance, and we actually inflict damage. It's only 1%, but I'm hoping to grind down the Union Navy. I want to see what happens when one of the USS ships hits. They inflict 12% damage. I suppose it's because they have more guns and heavier guns. So yeah, every time they hit, the Union Navy hits, we're gonna take a lot of damage. Okay, let's go and see what happens here. Maurepas, Carondelet, Pickens, miss, damage 3%, 18%. Oh my god, 18%. Two 18% hits. Uses Cairo. Yeah, that must be one of the... Let's learn the names of the river gunboats, ironclad. Essex, Carondelet, Cincinnati, and Cairo. These are the big heavy hitters. Yeah. No effect. No effect. 35%. I don't know what CSS Pickens is, but 35% hit. That's gonna hurt. Firepower 7.6. I wonder what firepower. Yeah, we have 1.4 firepower. So they have around 4 times as much firepower. Oh, and then you have a pen number. Yeah, right. CSS Resolute has a pen of 6%. So even if they hit, there is no effect. Probably, yeah, because they fired on an ironclad. This is gonna be potentially very expensive. And, okay, look at my readiness, how it's going down. Huh. Am I gonna be... Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to... you can't retreat, you can't do anything. Basically, Buchanan, the AI, decides when you're supposed to retreat. Is there no sound at all from the game? Weird. So we got 2 of the ironclads under 70%. I suppose the naval system is very detailed and super interesting if you want to follow this minute by minute, but I'm not that interested. I wish they kind of had colorized codes here, or bold text that you could, because this is a bit overwhelming. Look at this log. I find it very hard unless I pause and really take my time to check the numbers. 2% damage on Cincinnati. You know, I'm fairly happy with 2% on an ironclad. Pen 8%. I wonder what Rappahannock is, what kind of ship that is. Probably a bit heavier when you have more. Instead of 7%, we have 8%. Or is that random? Well, we're learning. No effect. No effect. No effect. Okay. Oh my god! We must have hit the magazine because we sunk an ironclad. What happened there? Hit, ammunition magazine explodes. USS Carondelet is sinking. Oh my god, we've been so lucky. I actually sank a 40-gun steam frigate on my one blue water naval in the Mexican Gulf outside Texas very early in the war, and now I had another ammunition magazine explode. Very lucky. Okay, I'd say we won this battle no matter what happened. We sank 25%, 1/4 of the Union River ironclad force. Great. Let's go. This is what I'm hoping for. Critical hits. I'm just gonna check that hit again. Where is it? Okay, never mind. Never mind. I've been lucky in... I feel I've been lucky in my naval battles. Miss, miss. 3% damage. Miss. No effect. 3% damage on Cincinnati. 3.5% on... Okay, so even if you get a hit with 8% penetration, you can get no effect. Alright, well, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know how penetration works. Like, let's say you have, for easy to calculate, you have 10 guns and they do 10 damage each. That's 100 total damage. You have 8% penetration, so that's 8% out of 100 damage. 8 damage go through, but so that's not how it works. There is like a randomness to it, because sometimes you get 1, 2, 3% and sometimes you get no effect. I only suppose they have a 70% chance to hit. McRae, James L, Lavelle, Clinch, L Day. I just want to see if it's the same ships that are firing, or if it's in effect more. I think there's more than 3 ships fighting, because look here, if I scroll through all my ships, pretty sure under fire, Toledo. Yeah, look, there's way more than 3 ships. No, these are out of range. Okay, so they're staying by. Okay, here's one under fire. Pamlico is under fire. That's it. And Toledo is under fire. And Rappahannock is under fire. That doesn't correspond to the names up here that are firing, because McRae, James L. Day, and Lavelle are firing. So, I mean, you would think that the 3 ships that are under fire would be the same 3 ships that are firing in the battle log, but that's not the case. So that's confusing to me. Please let me know in the comments if you know how that works. What's this? Rammed? I've been rammed? Well, that's good, because that's a cotton-clad ram. I wish I was the one ramming them, but let's see what ship have I? They're withdrawing, okay. No, we don't have a ram symbol here. So this is just an effect that I've received. So I didn't manage to ram, but someone has rammed me. I wish I could see who had rammed me. Out of range. We have 3 Union ships. Actually, only 2 Union ships are under fire. I would expect 3 to be under fire. Maybe they're just readjusting now a bit. I didn't see a ram combat indication. There's a lot going on. Ships are running out of ammo. Okay, now we have 3 ships under fire out of 7 left. Alright, that makes sense, actually. But their Navy firepower is down to 2. How come? Is that because they're low on ammo? Or low ammunition. Maybe low ammunition decreases the Navy firepower. Because I have all my 3... Oh, sorry. The Union AI has all their 3 iron-clad river gunboats under fire right now. They should have a lot of Navy firepower. They only have 2. And they're not that low on health or condition. It must be the low ammunition then that really lowers the... I don't know. Miss. No effect. Okay. And the Battle of Tennessee River has ended. And the Union actually lost that. It was a complete victory. The enemy fleet thoroughly whipped. 1 ships have been sunk. That is excellent. We sunk another iron-clad river craft. And what you can do now is... Okay, obviously I'm gonna retreat my navy back to the nearest port and repair it. I suppose I should check out, like, what's the size of Nashville port? Is that a larger port? It only says transport capacity. What about Memphis? That's the nearest one. Memphis port, 45 transport capacity. Well, that is a rail symbol. I hear rain sounds. And then we have Grenville, and I guess Vicksburg here should be a large port. But I don't quite see. I think the only way to know how large shipyards are is by going to military and fleets. And if I say I want to build a new ship, I think you can see the required port level. But no, that's the required port level. Okay. So let's say I want to build a ship's tender gunboat. I don't want to build it. Oh, okay. Ships in harbor. Port level available. Sort by. So I really can't. To me it's hard to see. I know. Okay, no, this is how you do it. Sorry. If you create a new fleet. If you create a new fleet, I'm not going to do it, but if I intend to do it, I can see all my. So Gosport shipyard is 4, so that's the best. That's in Virginia. Mobile is a level 2, that's pretty good. What else have we got? Pensacola 2, Savannah 2, Baton Rouge 2, New Orleans 3. Okay. Indianola, Galveston, and Christie. So either I take down my fleet to I don't know where Gosport is. That's oh, that's by. Yeah, okay, I think I know where it is. Anyway, mobile is good, but I think it's easier to pull out all the damaged ships manually from the flotilla. I'm gonna take them down. Oh, I can't move them yet. And what you do is go into the managed fleet and just take the most damaged ships and you drag them into ships in harbor, and they will stay there and repair, and your shipyard utilization number will go up. I think you can have them stay in the fleet and repair, or you can send them into the ships in harbor pool. And 3 ships in repair using 8,600 tons. And this won't increase immediately, but over time. So I think I recommend you to manually send ships into. So far, I never hit 40k shipyard utilization. And as you can see here, CSS Virginia and Manassas have been constructing since the start of the war, and they started at maybe around 20%. So it takes a long time for these to build up. Maybe I should put them in a navy in the largest shipyard. Maybe that would be faster. I would love to know if that's the case. So that's maybe a little bit how naval battle works. I hope you enjoyed that one, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, the next thing that will happen is that the Army of Eastern Tennessee, which has now 99.5% morale, will start moving. They are not quite full on readiness, but I don't care. And I think I'm gonna position them up here at Salem Depot and keep an eye on the Army of Occupation, 16,000 men. I only have 11, but as we know, the rebels will outfight the Union any day, the Yankees. So 11 versus 16. Yes, that's gonna leave the entrance into the Cumberland Gap open here, but I just defeated the armies around Louisville here. And then I'll send the Army of Shenandoah up to the depot here at Harper's Ferry, and I'll try to resolve the very long siege of Manassas here to my favor. So that's what you'll see. That's what's gonna happen until the next video, but we'll probably jump into the first battle that happens. Also, I have sent over the Tennessee forces. Did I? To the Army of Illinois. Or did I send... Yeah. Well, I sent a brigade of around 3,000 men to the Army of Kentucky. It was down to 7,000. And I almost lost the Battle of Louisville last time. So they've gotten reinforcements. And they're actually at 61% morale. So I do feel that I have a chance of holding on to Louisville during the winter. Before we end, another interesting thing. Look at the army in Louisville. Their morale is capped by the fighting spirit, 87%. Their fighting spirit on enemy terrain is only lowered by 13%. I suppose that's because they're fighting in Kentucky, and Kentucky is not quite as hostile to the Confederacy. Because if I check the Illinois army here in Cairo, their morale is maxed at 76%, and they actually suffer a max bonus of minus 24% for fighting in enemy terrain. And I can only guess that Illinois is more hostile. We have 20% support here, whereas we have 51% in Kentucky. That must be it. So what it says is that if you fight, I do regain morale in the same at the same rate, more or less, around 14-15%, but I can never get above 76% here morale. But 76% should be enough to kick Grant with our 12,000 men here. All right. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.